Welcome back now to crime. The NYPD releasing shocking new video of a knife attack at New York's Museum of Modern Art on Saturday. This footage shows the suspect, Gary Cabana, leaping over a desk and stabbing two staff members at MoMA. Cabana reportedly flying into a rage after finding out that his membership to the MoMA Museum had been canceled. Cabana then escapes. Police are still looking for him this morning, as police in New York City and D.C. issue a rare joint statement saying that they are on the hunt for a serial killer targeting the homeless population. The suspect, this man, is responsible for at least 3 murders, 5 shootings across both cities. Wow. Dagen McDowell, it feels like things are getting even worse.
Oh, it is. This is what happens when left-wing nuts don't lock up criminals behind bars, when they don't hold them on bail. This guy at MoMA, and by the way, the Second Amendment doesn't exist here in New York City. If you watch all of this video, this guy on the right who appears to be in a security role there, he is throwing a clipboard at the assailant. That was his way of defending these women, is throwing a clipboard at them, and didn't even jump over the counter. But everybody I know, myself included, who lives here in New York, we think about every single day, if that happens to us, what are you going to do? If that happens to somebody you see in the street, what are you going to do? Because it's going to happen. There was an elderly woman who was pushed in my neighborhood over the weekend, pushed from behind, and she's now in a coma. She's a well-known vocal coach. And I think that the most horrific attack over the weekend was a 3-year-old was out in Queens with her grandmother in a little wagon and was attacked and assaulted by a man who had done the same thing to a 9-year-old in December. And he was that assailant was not that psychopath. He was not held on bail. He wasn't sent to a mental health facility. He was right back out on the street to attack a 3-year-old. That's where we live right now.
I don't understand this. Dagen, why? Why? What is this obsession with making sure criminals get back on the street within an hour?
The left, they coddle criminals and they treat the victims and law-abiding residents like utter garbage. The focus of the left's policies is to empty the jails, period. And there is actual legislation from Congress, from like members of the squad, to get rid of the federal prison system in 10 years. And that means releasing everybody in federal prison, including the Boston Marathon bomber, I would assume. But this is what happens when you don't lock up people who are violent criminals. Right. This guy, by the way, the guy at MoMA is on his Facebook account, posting on Facebook, and they can't find him?
Unbelievable. You know, you say the left, but in fact, Kamala Harris, the vice president, was one of the people who said she doesn't want, you know, she wants bail reform across the country, not just in New York and L.A. Ken?
Look, we're all about giving, this is about America, giving second chances, third chances. But 20 priors, 30 priors, and by the way, if you have 20 priors or 30 priors, you probably committed 100 crimes and only got caught 20 times. And funded by, you know, Soros, these DAs, like here, Bragg here in New York City, it's crazy. As Dagen would say, it's a revolving door. And what about the victims? They don't have the, they can't say anything. It's okay, just let these people out. I don't understand what their end game is here. That's what crazy. It's lunacy to know that these people, 20, 30, they shouldn't be on the streets. They should be put away, unfortunately.
All right, we'll take a short break and then come right back. Market has given up at 100 points of the rally. Dow Industrials up 275. Stay with us. We'll be right back.